Today we're in Tampa to check in on an organization that's all about women's empowerment. Here's my story. The Women Ambassadors Forum, WAF, a Tampa Bay-based organization, recently partnered with Lakshyam, a nonprofit organization, to deliver the Global Virtual Summit, Women of India Leading in Time of Crisis. This online seminar featured over 40 speakers from 7 different countries. Their vision was to help, uplift, and empower women, especially during these times of crisis.
Our goal for the forum was to create a platform for women from all over the world to come together, be able to collaborate, share, and learn from one another, and be a voice for the ones that needed it, and evoke a positive change.
WAF founder and CEO Ingrid Harb was a big part of this movement to empower women in India.
Her and I partnered up and gave birth to Women of India Leading in Time of Crisis. And soon after that, we partnered up with Lakshyam, which is a nonprofit organization in India, to help further feed these low-income families in India.
This virtual summit addressed various issues related to women, and the speakers shared their methods to empower them.
We had various different topics to help shed light and awareness and help women around the globe, just not in India, during this pandemic.
A-list Bollywood icon, actress Jacqueline Fernandez, was one of the keynote speakers.
What advice would you give to our guests on self-confidence, and how do you work around that pressure yourself?
I mean, to accept who you are and to accept what you are and your identity and your personality and your character. I mean, like for me, like that confidence really comes in play when you have a good grounding for yourself. My greatest superpower that I've been able to guard myself with is I have my routine, which consists of working on like a lot of just like spirituality, my mental health and my physical health. You know, and I think like for me, like because like I pay so much importance to those things, and like sometimes like my friends think I'm nuts, you know, but I actually feel it's really, really important that, you know, you can understand yourself spiritually. You can, you know, focus on yourself. So I do like a lot of meditation. Meditation has been like a great kind of like a great help for me to just detach and have control over my emotions and not let my monkey mind run around too much. And of course, like just physical strength, like the stronger I get in like my yoga, the faster I get when I'm running, there brings a confidence, you know, there brings a certain confidence with that as well.
Was it difficult for you to get into Bollywood?
I went for an audition for Aladdin, and I even remember telling my agency when they said, okay, listen, they want to audition you for a film. I said, there's no way, they want to cast me in a film over here. I was like, because, you know, I don't have the background, and, you know, like, I mean, even to go for an audition, I'm not even qualified for that. But the thing was, I fit the bill. They were casting for Jasmine in Aladdin, and I fit the bill over there. So my luck, it was actually just my luck that I came in exactly that time, and it was a you know, that was a film that was mounted on quite a big budget for that time.
Much has pretty much been written about Bollywood till today. It remains to be male-dominated industry itself. You are someone who has been a very strong supporter of the cause women empowerment. In your opinion, what does Bollywood as a whole needs to do to ensure a level of playing field where women can be equally part of the industry itself?
I have been able to witness this huge shift, like, and this huge evolution in Bollywood where like women are just becoming such a powerful voice, and their roles are getting so much more powerful, and like they're getting title roles all of a sudden. What was narrowed down to, you know, female, you know, centric films being maybe a little bit more artsy and not getting big budgets. Now we're seeing a trend where they are getting funded and they are getting the budgets and they're making it to theatrical, and, you know, so it's just beautiful to really kind of like see that change happening. But I mean, I won't be fully convinced till I see equal pay, you know, in the industry. So I honestly feel though that is something that is coming, and it is definitely something that will be coming very soon. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Jacqueline is also working on another exciting project to empower women in the near future.
Honestly, we are looking at something that I'll be announcing it very soon. But this is something that is actually close to my heart, because this is something that was actually very close, something that I had experienced myself. But it's actually educating women in finance, and just empowering them through business. And when I say business, it's like, see, for me, like when I came into the film industry, I was wide-eyed and I was like, oh, I just want to act, I want to be in films, and I want to do these things. And I genuinely had no one guiding me with the business aspect of it, and where to put my money and how to save money and what to do with it. And like, it just like, it confused the hell out of me, because like, I'm just not good with numbers, But that was one thing that really like gave me a sense of insecurity, because, I really had like, I couldn't understand where my money would be in 5 years' time. I didn't understand, what to do with it. And so I actually felt very disempowered, and I didn't, I didn't like that feeling. I didn't feel like a whole person. And so for me, like, I had to take the initiative to actually start studying these things, because there was a great possibility that I was making all this money, but it was just gonna go down the drain very soon if I hadn't taken, like actually stepped, back and gone, wait a minute, like, there's a great chance that I need to look at the turn of events as well in my life and in my career, and understand that I need to start looking at my money as something that needs to, first of all, be like something that can support me, at my savings. And like, I was very, very careless with that, actually. So for me, I really want women to actually learn about finance. I feel like if women can really kind of have that security for themselves, have that knowledge, have that confidence in where they're putting their money, how they're making their money, and what they're doing with their money, I think just from personal experience, it would be something that would really benefit a lot of women. Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you on that. I think financial independency is a very key role for women empowerment itself. Once you're financially stable, you don't have to be dependent on anyone. No family members, no parents, no one. And that is very essential for women empowerment. And I think you nailed it with that one. And I'm actually looking forward to your project. Can you share a little bit more? When do you think this will be coming out, or what can we expect from this project?
Very soon. Actually, the great thing about this is we're tying up with like a group that's super big and super amazing and doing such great work for women everywhere. And so this is actually also something that everyone can partake in, because we're going to be doing a course. We're going to be having online classes. We're going to be doing like a lot of stuff that's just going to be empowering like women everywhere, and everyone can jump on. And it's NGO form, so it's going to just be like something that we just want to be sharing with everyone, and just having people on board, so just so that we can really kind of make a difference in that regard. So but it'll be coming out very soon, trust me. We're working on it really hard right now.
Okay, exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm sure a lot of your fans are as well. What message would you give out to these young girls that are looking to pursue a career either in film or modeling industry itself? What do you wish you knew now that you didn't know when you were starting out as an actress?
The thing is, like, acting actually is a skill. It's like a sport. I mean, like, it's like anything, you need to train in it and you need to get good at it. And acting is like everything else. It's something that requires a lot of confidence. I mean, if they want to get into modeling, they want to get into the glamour industry, it does require a lot of confidence. But confidence actually only comes from when you really know what you're doing.
Jacqueline is always about giving back and empowerment. During this pandemic, she has actually adopted 2 villages in India on her birthday to help provide food supplies to the malnourished as part of a 3-year project. Having her part of this forum was such an inspiration to all. And the famous Mr. Padman was also a speaker.
He was the only male speaker that we had at the forum, because he is truly a women empowerment supporter.
So, what do you think the issue of menstruation or periods is in India right now? What is the situation? Because you started 2 decades back. What is your thoughts right now? How have we changed?
Because everything you should measure. You cannot claim. Somebody should measure. The third party should measure your success. So it is, as per AC Nielsen, it is only 5% in the rural area. The 5 become 34% is an official data from Federal Government of India. So 5 to 34 is almost 7-fold in 15 years, 1.5 decade. While the mother is feeding the child, please note the point, especially the women, what you are listening my words. Please feed the girl child only the food from the childhood. Don't feed the fear. If you are not teaching the devil will come, this will come, don't feed fear the girl from the childhood. Feed only courage along with the food. Then she become a man. She will get courage. At any point of time, being a mother or you are going to be a mother, don't feed your daughter fear along with food. Feed only courage along with food.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. And speaking of women and how women are spreading the awareness, can you share some insight or some advice on how men can also equally do this without any kind of hesitation?
So while women are changing the dress, wait outside the door and you guide where is her cloth in the cupboard, this, that, by the way, not standing along with her. This is what I understand, I think, maybe the language. Help the women to understand period outside of the door. It's very politely, but it is very true. Then why you are telling men also understand about the period, the struggle of women, the boys should understand, because then only they will give the real value to the opposite sex or to their mother, even to their wife, even to their sisters, their neighborhood girls. Whomever the boys, they will understand about the struggle or they're hearing my story. Definitely the way of seeing the girl, they will change, no matter. Because they'll understand. So now, only thing what I did.
Local Tampa Bay entrepreneur and philanthropist Julie Weintraub from the Golden Diamond Source and Hands Across the Bay charity was a featured celebrity speaker and also delivered a very powerful message.
I had great support from our local celebrity herself, Ms. Julie Weintraub, who is the founder of Hands Across the Bay and Golden Diamond Source. She shed light and awareness on a topic that is very much needed during this pandemic of domestic violence.
Well, it was unbelievable. I was so thankful that they chose me to be included in this women's conference in India. I'm half Indian. My father is from East India. My mother is English. So it was a blessing that they included me in this conference. Hi, I'm Julie Johnson Weintraub. Thank you for joining us today and taking the time to listen to each of these talented speakers. It is my honor to be included. I am an entrepreneur. I am the president and co-owner of Golden Diamond Source and founder of Hands Across the Bay, located in the United States. I volunteer my time and share the spotlight my business and time on television gives me to advocate and be a voice for those suffering in silence. My goal today is to talk about the epidemic of violence against women in our world. I would also like to discuss the connection between women's independence and domestic violence.
All this could not have happened without sponsors, as these dollars raised today also went to help feed families.
Our funds and proceeds went to Lakshyam, which is a nonprofit organization in India, and through them we will be feeding many families in India that are low-income families.
For Rina, one of the proud moments was having her daughter part of this experience. She provided entertainment during the event and also became an advocate. Yeah, just like her mom.
To be honest, it was truly a proud moment for me to see my daughter being an advocate herself, bringing light and creating a change within the youth and the generation that she represents.
I play the flute and I really wanted to do something with that because I love music. I played the Vande Mataram on the flute, which is like a big national song of India. And this song, it's very inspirational as to back when India was getting its independence. It was a source of unity and courage and brought all the people together to fight back against the British.
This worldwide virtual summit was the first of its kind. There were so many that contributed to this cause. So many great speakers, sponsors, volunteers, and advocates who want to make a difference. Now, more than ever, we need women to come forward and share their stories, collaborate, and innovate on ways to empower each other.
A heartfelt thank you to all our sponsors and our attendees for making our global virtual forum, Women of India Leading in Time of Crisis, a huge success.
All right, that's a wrap here from Tampa. For Good Life Tampa Bay, I'm H. John Mejia. To check out more of this incredible forum, go to womenambassadorsforum.com. That's womenambassadorsforum.com. And reach out to Rina by email at rina.patel@womenaf.org. That's rina.patel@womenaf.org.